Welcome to GEM Weblog. In this video, we are going to discuss about confusion matrix for multi-class classification problem. Why we are going for confusion matrix? It is used to evaluate the performance of a classification model or classifier on testing dataset. What about the size of the confusion matrix? It is n cross n matrix. N represents the number of target classes. That means number of class label in the given dataset. Now, what is the use of confusion matrix? It is used to compare the actual target value with the predicted value determined by the machine learning model. So, this is the general form of confusion matrix for multi-class classification problem. Here, if you look into this, if CK class is correctly classified as CK class by machine learning model means, then it is true positive. If CK class is incorrectly classified as some other class by machine learning model means, then it belongs to false negative. If some other class is incorrectly classified as CK class by machine learning model means, then it belongs to false positive. Other than this, it is true negative. Similarly, it is applicable for remaining classes. What is meant by multi-class classification? It is the classification task that have more than 2 class label. Now consider the iris dataset which is given on the right hand side. It contains 3 class labels: iris versicolor, iris citaso, iris vernica. So this dataset belongs to multi-class classification problem. Now if you look into the iris dataset in detail means, number of instant in the given dataset is 150, number of attribute is 4, number of class label is 3. Okay, so number of samples under each class is 50 per class. Now we have divided my dataset into 60-40 ratio. Okay, if the training dataset contains 60% of the given dataset means, then 90 samples will be available in the training dataset. If the testing dataset contains 40% means, then 60 samples will be available. Now we will look into how the data is split. Since the training datasets contain 60% means, so we have taken 30 samples from iris citaso, 30 samples from versicolor and 30 samples from vernica. Similarly, in testing dataset, 40% has been taken, so 20 samples from iris citaso and 20 samples from versicolor and 20 samples from vernica has been taken. So totally 50 samples from each dataset. Now training datasets contains 90 and testing datasets contain 60 samples. Next we look into the confusion matrix of each and every classes. First we will see about iris citaso confusion matrix. Here, if iris citaso is correctly classified as iris citaso means, then it is true positive. Suppose if some other class is classified as iris citaso means, then it is false positive. If iris citaso sample is classified as some other class means, then it is false negative. Other than this, it belongs to true negative. Next we will see about iris versicolor. If iris versicolor is classified as the same means, then it is true positive. If versicolor is classified as some other class means, it is false negative. If some other class has been classified as versicolor means, then it is false. Other than this, it is considered as true negative. Then we look into the virginica. If virginica is classified as same class means, then it is true positive. If virginica class is classified as some other class means, it is false negative. If some other class is classified as virginica means, it is false positive. Then other than this, it is considered as true negative. For illustration purpose, the confusion matrix is populated with the number of samples. 15 samples of iris citaso is correctly classified as iris citaso, 3 samples of iris versicolor is incorrectly classified as iris citaso, and 2 samples from iris virginica is incorrectly classified as iris citaso. Then 2 samples from iris sitaso is incorrectly classified as iris versicolor, and 14 samples of iris versicolor is correctly classified as iris versicolor, and 4 samples of iris virginica is incorrectly classified as versicolor, and 3 samples of sitaso is incorrectly classified as virginica, and 3 samples of versicolor is incorrectly classified as virginica, and 14 samples of virginica is correctly classified as virginica. Now totally 15 plus 3 plus 2, it is 20 samples belongs to iris sitaso. 2 plus 14 plus 4, 20 samples belongs to versicolor. 3 plus 14, 20 samples belongs to virginica, which is predicted by the machine learning model. 15 plus 2 plus 3, 20 samples belongs to iris sitaso. 3 plus 14 plus 3, 20 samples belongs to versicolor. 2 plus 4 plus 14 equal to 20 samples belongs to virginica actually. So totally 60 samples. Now we'll look into the metrics to evaluate the classifier performance from the confusion matrix. So what is mean by error rate? It represents number of incorrectly classified samples divided by total number of samples in the data set. Best value of the error rate is 0 and worst value is 1. The formula to calculate the error rate is false positive plus false negative divided by true positive plus true negative plus false positive plus false negative. Now we will look into how the error rate is calculated. So other than the diagonal value, all the values has been considered for calculating the error rate. So 3 plus 2 5, 4 plus 2 6, 3 plus 3 6, so 5 plus 6 plus 6, 17 samples belongs to incorrectly classified samples out of 60. So 17 divided by 60 equal to 0.28 is the error rate. Now we look into the accuracy. Number of correctly classified samples divided by total number of samples in the data set. Best value of the accuracy is 1 and the worst value is 0. The formula to calculate the accuracy is number of classified sample divided by total number of samples in the data set. Formula to calculate the accuracy is true positive plus true negative divided by true positive plus true negative plus false positive plus false negative. Now we will calculate the accuracy rate. So the values which is lies diagonally takes for accuracy. 15 plus 14 plus 14, 43 divided by 60 equal to 0.72. Now what is the relationship between error rate versus accuracy? As per the calculation, the error rate is 0.28 and accuracy is 0.72. These two metrics can be calculated from one another. If the error rate is calculated, accuracy can be calculated using error rate. If the accuracy is calculated, means then error rate can be calculated with the help of accuracy. So these two are dependent on each other. Accuracy equal to 1 minus error rate. Now error rate value is 0.28. This is equal to 1 minus 0.28 equal to 0.72. That is your accuracy value. If error rate equal to 1 minus accuracy, so that is equal to 1 minus 0.72, which we got it. This is equal to 0.28. So that is the error rate value. Now the one matrix can be calculated with the help of other metrics. Now we look into how the precision is calculated. So the precision, it is nothing but ratio of correct positive prediction to the total predicted positive. So the formula is true positive divided by true positive plus false positive. Here the precision and recall has to be calculated for each and every classes separately. Now we will look into the calculation of precision of iris sitaso. 20 samples has been classified as iris sitaso by the ML model. Out of this 20, 15 is actually belongs to iris sitaso classes, 3 samples belongs to versicolor and 2 samples belongs to virginica. So the precision is 15 divided by 20. Next we will calculate the precision for iris versicolor. 20 samples has been classified as iris versicolor. Out of this 20, 2 samples belongs to sitaso and 14 samples belongs to versicolor, or 4 samples belongs to virginica. So the precision is 14 divided by 20. 20 samples has been predicted as iris virginica by the ML model. Out of this, 3 samples belongs to Cetaceous class and 3 samples belongs to versicolor and 14 samples belongs to Virginica. So the precision is 14 divided by 20. Now we look into the calculation of recall. It is also called as sensitivity or true positive rate. It is nothing but ratio of correct positive prediction to the total positive example. The formula to calculate the recall is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. Now we look into the calculation of recall for Iris Cetaceous. So totally 20 samples belongs to Iris Cetaceous. Here 15 classes is correctly classified as Cetaceous and 2 samples has been classified as versicolor and 3 samples is classified as Virginica. So recall is 15 divided by 20. Now we look into the calculation of recall of Iris versicolor. 20 samples belongs to versicolor. Out of this 3 samples is classified as Cetaceous and 14 is classified as versicolor and 3 sample is classified as Virginica. So the recall value is 14 divided by 20. Same the 20 samples, now we will look into the recall value for Iris versicolor. 20 samples belongs to Iris Virginica. So out of 20 sample, 2 belongs to Cetaceous class and 4 samples belongs to versicolor and 14 samples belongs to Iris Virginica. So recall value is 14 divided by 20. Now we look into the specificity. It is also called as true negative rate. So the formula to calculate the specificity is true negative divided by true negative plus false positive. Now we will calculate the specificity of Iris Cetaceous. So all the true negative value has been considered for calculating the specificity. So 14 plus 4 18, 3 plus 14 17. So adding 18 plus 17 is 35. 5 divided by 40 is the specificity for Iris Cetaceous. Next specificity for Iris versicolor is 15 plus 2 17, 3 plus 14 is 17, 17 plus 17 is 34 divided by 40. Now we will see how the specificity is calculated for Iris Cetaceous classes. So for calculating specificity, only true negative value has been considered. Here 14 plus 4 is 18, 3 plus 14 is 17, 18 plus 17 is 35 divided by 16. So that is the specificity value for Iris Cetaceous. Next specificity value for Iris versicolor is 15 plus 2 17, 3 plus 14 is 17. So totally 17 plus 17 34 divided by 60. So this is the specificity value for Iris versicolor. Now we will look into the specificity value for Iris Virginica. So here 15 plus 3 18, 3 plus 3 6. So 18 plus 6 24. 24 by 16 is the specificity value for Iris Virginica. I think you are familiar with your confusion matrix for multi-class classification problem. Thank you.